With that, we move on to the next session titled Transformation and Innovation in Financial Services. And it's an honor and privilege to welcome Nehal Mehta, Head Business Development, Financial Services Sector, India and South Asia at Amazon Internet Services. Nehal, the virtual floor is all yours.
Hello and good morning to you all. Thank you to Economic Times Global Digital League for giving me this opportunity to speak with you all today. My name is Nehal Mehta and I lead business development for financial services sector for Amazon Internet Services Private Limited, Amazon Web Services, AWS, for India and South Asia region. I am an ex-banker and a technology professional and have spent more than 25 years in the financial services sector domain and technology in India and overseas markets. I want to talk about some of the transformative and innovative work that is happening in the financial services sector in India today. But before that, let me give you a quick glimpse into AWS's journey in India. We started our journey in India with a small office in Mumbai in the year 2011, and the last decade has been phenomenal for AWS here. Today, we have offices in all major cities in the country. We have local support centers. Our Mumbai region was launched open in 2016. It has 3 availability zones, each having multiple data centers that are distinct to take care of the operational resiliency and high availability needs of our customers. We are empaneled with the Government of India, Ministry of Information Technology, Electronics and Information Technology, MeitY, has audited our data centers and they continue to audit it on a year-on-year basis. Within India, we stay committed to delivering the best products and services for our customers. And with the launch of our second region by mid-2022, our journey is just about to accelerate like we have never seen before. On the other hand, the financial services sector in the country has also seen some interesting and exciting times. The Indian consumers have evolved, their expectations have increased, and financial institutions need to find innovative ways to engage and retain their customers. Competition, whether from new fintech entrants or from traditional players or peers, is at an all-time high. Financial consumers have more choice now than at any other time in the history. As organizations go more digital and industries evolve or fail, new forms of risks are constantly emerging. Operational efficiency and cost optimization challenges continue, while the pressure to innovate to stay ahead of competition is increasing. Organizations are sitting on petabytes of data that is highly unutilized, and legacy technology drains the financial and human capital. Last but not the least, security, governance, and regulatory compliance are default focus areas for any financial institution. Overall, the financial services industry is always changing, and successful organizations, in our opinion, are those that are able to adapt quickly to changing market conditions. The ability to rapidly implement new technology is a very critical aspect of this capability. Cloud is becoming the new normal for financial institutions around the world and in India, and all of these multiple converging factors are driving cloud adoption in India over the last few years. We've had the privilege of partnering with and supporting leading financial institutions in the country. Over the last several years, many banks, non-banking finance companies, microfinance institutions, insurers, brokers, exchanges, wealth and asset managers, and payment companies have set themselves on the path of transformation and innovation. And benefits have been realized by both traditional, long-standing institutions as well as new age digitally and technically savvy fintechs. Some of the leading financial institutions in the country have led cloud adoption. For example, if you look at insurance industry is a target and a field sales oriented setup. The peaks are seen at the end of the month, quarter, and year because of their targets. Also, since a few products offer tax savings, there is a flurry of activity around March, which is our financial year end. Due to these spikes, the infrastructure needs to be geared to absorb the compute needs of that period, but it does lie idle in between. We have more than 20 insurance companies today as our customers, many of whom are running all of their applications and infrastructure on AWS. Leaders like HDFC Life and Bajaj Allianz were the early adopters, and so were the insurtechs like Digit, Acko, or CoverFox. HDFC Life started their cloud journey with a small use case for personalization. They built a data platform called Atom, and they launched an end-to-end digital journey driven by personalization and employee productivity entirely on AWS. They were able to realize huge benefits. The management had real-time visibility, was able to get real-time visibility into sales performance and insights. Sales performance improved as a result of lead recommendations being provided to the sales team. This helped to accelerate the overall HDFC Life business growth while also improving the morale of the sales team. Customer satisfaction score went up from 64 to 73. Cross-sell upsell revenue went up from 3.5% to 8.4%. And they were able to integrate with 40 different partners in a seamless manner. If you look at capital markets, over-provisioning of servers due to the volatility in trading volumes results into inflated costs, and the ability to process trades quickly, latency becomes a crucial aspect. Disruptors like Zerodha and Upstox, and also established full-service broking firms, realized this and were quick to adopt AWS Cloud. Zerodha, the top retail broker in the country, moved almost all of their infrastructure and apps onto AWS Cloud soon after Mumbai region was launched. The migration was managed largely by their own team. They saw a lot of benefits. Latency, which is crucial, as I mentioned, in trading business, was brought down from 200 milliseconds to 70 milliseconds. Post-trade processing time was reduced from average 6 to 10 hours to 2 to 3 minutes, with the automation based on service AWS Lambda. At the end of the day, they compile all trade data and generate online contract notes, and Lambda automates the whole process. Today, they have their full front office and back office on AWS. Let's look at the banking sector. Axis Bank partnered with AWS and launched the first end-to-end digital onboarding, fully digital savings account, Leap, on AWS during the pandemic. They followed it up with similar journeys for current accounts and other products, helping the bank increase customer satisfaction by 35% and lower costs by 24%. Axis Bank also had a game-changing engagement where 165 business and technology team members came together for one of the largest hackathons conducted by AWS, which resulted into 26 different prototypes aligned with their business priorities and operational challenges. RBL Bank also selected Amazon Web Services early on as its preferred cloud service provider to drive digital transformation. They have migrated 70 plus applications onto AWS already, and around 40% of the bank's mission critical applications are running on AWS Cloud today. Incidentally, during the pandemic, RBL Bank's transaction volumes were increased 6 times, and they could scale up very easily and seamlessly because of the AWS infrastructure. RBL Bank during the pandemic was also able to roll out work from home for their employees just in 10 days. They implemented facial recognition for work from home employees based on pre-trained models. Beyond that, they have now further innovated through machine learning use cases that cut across processes like smart hiring, where hundreds of CVs are parsed, classified, and ranked, customer sentiment analysis from call recordings at the contact center, and corporate risk management, where the work of 4 analysts who are analyzing 2,500 documents per quarter has been fully automated. There are many other use cases where banks and insurance companies have actually adopted AWS services today. Bajaj Finserv, if you look at the lending or the capital markets and the non-NBFC landscape, Bajaj Finserv adopted cloud when none of their peers were even thinking about it. They run a completely digital marketplace, which initially started off as an e-commerce platform for Bajaj Group offerings, but later became a marketplace where their competitor offerings are also available. They invested in DevOps, open source, mobile, and analytical technology, effectively making technology and analytics as the backbone of the company. The Bajaj Housing Finance and Bajaj Capital run fully on AWS with 100% digitization of their processes. The payment industry has seen the maximum innovation. in our country, and India is leading the pack. Majority of the payment service providers like Bharat Pay, PayU, EasyPay, Razorpay, Atom, and many more are processing billions of payment transactions on AWS and connecting with lakhs of merchants, empowering the Indian payment landscape. Paytm, India's leading financial services company that offers full stack payments and financial solutions to the customers, to consumers, offline merchants, and online platforms, leverages AWS for its analytics platforms and which enables real-time decision making for Paytm business folks. FSI customers demonstrated resiliency and innovation during the year 2020 and 2021, which were difficult times for everybody. Financial institutions have delivered distinctive, frictionless customer experiences. They have been able to improvise on their operational efficiency. They have built integrated propositions which integrate with their third-party agencies, partner agencies, and delivered innovations targeted at specific customer segments. They have also created a visible positive impact on the business, including employee productivity, operational efficiency, and the time to market of the new products. I would also like to share a couple of customer quotations here, which are a testimony to all that I have said until now. It is important, and beyond this, I would like to say it is important to align the entry point and the further path to cloud adoption based on the FSI's specific business objectives at a given point in time. Beyond just cost reduction, as customers progress into their cloud journey, value of flexibility, agility, and the ability to innovate comes to the fore. Migration, modernization, innovation, or analytics. Each of these could be the entry point depending on where you are, but they need not be isolated, or there can also be running in parallel tracks. Now, I'd like to talk to you about 4 technical themes that we are seeing in the marketplace today. First theme is customer experience and digital channel use cases, where use cases like digital lending, loan origination, loan management, online savings account, wealth management, account aggregators, marketing automation solutions are launched on our cloud platform. The second theme is data lakes and agile analytics, where use cases like personalization, customer 360-degree view, high-performance computing are scaled on cloud. AI/ML use cases like eKYC and video KYC, document processing systems, call center intelligence solutions, machine learning-driven underwriting models, fraud detection models, which leverage cloud, AWS cloud, to be more successful. And last theme, but very important, is core systems transformation, where core banking, core insurance, core lending systems, learning management systems, document management, treasury, CRM workloads, etc., are completely digitized and modernized either piece by piece or in one go using AWS cloud platform and the underlying services available. And lastly, partner integrations, which is basically linked to the theme of cooperation with fintechs, API management, and scaling of payment platforms are themes that we are seeing today as we speak. Since financial services sector is a regulated industry, it's very important that we talk about security and regulatory compliance. AWS understands the unique security, regulatory, and compliance obligations that financial services institutions face, not just in India, but on a global scale. Security is job zero at AWS. Security and resiliency are our topmost priorities. We listen closely to our customers to offer both a highly secure cloud computing environment and a range of tools and resources they can leverage to build and implement their own application level security measures. AWS has achieved a number of internationally recognized certifications and accreditations, demonstrating compliance with third-party assurance frameworks, including the likes that impact financial services that are relevant for financial services like PCI DSS, SEC Rule 17A, Reg SCI, EU Data Protection Directives, FedRAMP, GDPR, FIPS 142, and the NIST IT 800-171. AWS also offers numerous services to manage, access, analyze data for irregular activity with machine learning capabilities. to mitigate DDoS attacks, encrypt data, and send alerts whenever changes are made to AWS resources. In India, whether it is the Reserve Bank of India, SEBI, IRDAI guidelines, or the various other laws and guidelines that are applicable, AWS helps financial services customers remain compliant and improve their security posture. And we have a transparent approach. We have local AWS compliance specialists, security solutions architects, and security assurance professionals to help customers understand the plethora of requirements. AWS provides customers with contractual terms that enable them to comply with applicable laws and regulations. And we have a security series with dedicated security chapters for every single AWS service, where at a service level, you can determine how you should architect your workload. Irrespective of the service of AWS that you are using, customers retain full control over their content, including location and encryption. Customers can bring their own encryption keys as well. More than 500 features and services enabling strong availability, security, and compliance, and services enabling alignment with NIST framework are available out of the box with AWS. We continue to release new services and new features in existing services. For example, machine learning is one area where we are the leader, with hundreds of thousands of customers around the world, and our financial services customers are increasingly adopting our AI/ML and analytics portfolio. We have been developing new machine learning capabilities and features at an accelerated pace. Amazon SageMaker is the most comprehensive machine learning service using which our customers can accelerate innovation with purpose-built tools for every step of machine learning development, including labeling, data preparation, feature engineering, statistical bias detection, AutoML, training, tuning, hosting, explainability, monitoring, and workflows. At the 2020 reInvent conference, we featured our first ever machine learning keynote along with over 50 AI/ML focused technical sessions. Here, I have listed just 4 new features which are particularly relevant to financial services. First, Comprehend Events. Comprehend Events is a new API for event extraction from text documents, that is news articles, SEC filings, press releases, and provides details about the event and the associated entities, which allows you to answer who, what, when, where questions over large document sets. Let's use the press release of Amazon's acquisition of Whole Foods as an example. Comprehend Events would understand that the event is a corporate acquisition. The acquirer is Amazon, and it will associate the stock symbol AMZN as well. The acquiree is Whole Foods Markets, along with other details, including the monetary value of the transaction, which is $42 per share in cash. SageMaker Data Wrangler is another service which reduces the time it takes to aggregate and prepare data for machine learning. It simplifies the process of data preparation and feature engineering and allows you to conduct the various stages of the data preparation workflow, including data selection, cleansing, exploration, and visualization from a single visual interface. It has over 300 built-in data transformations, so you can quickly normalize, transform, and combine features without having to write any code. SageMaker Feature Store is a fully managed, purpose-built repository to store, update, retrieve, and share ML features across teams. It provides a unified store for features during training and real-time inference without the need to write additional code or create manual processes to keep features consistent and updated. So as new data is generated during inference, the single repository is updated so that new features are always available for models to use during training and inference. Last, SageMaker Clarify provides machine learning developers with greater visibility into their training data and models so they can identify bias and explain predictions. It detects potential bias during data preparation, after model training, and in your deployed model by examining attributes you specify. It also includes feature importance graphs that help you explain model predictions and produces reports which can be used to support internal presentations or to identify issues with your model that you can take steps to correct. Amazon S3, which is the key service for Data Lake, has recently completed its 15th anniversary with numerous features which have got added year on year. It is no wonder that we are ranked the leader in Gartner's Magic Quadrant for cloud service providers for 11th continuous year in a row. I'd like to end this keynote by touching upon our point of view on the key ingredients that are necessary for a successful transformation led by technology. Many of our FSI customers in India have exemplified this approach where you need a bold vision and you need an executive champion to convey and carry forward that vision to every single layer, every single hierarchy in the organization. You need to be able to develop workforce reengineering, change the ways you work, adopt agile practices, and adopt modern architectures. Skill building and cultural aspects are very, very important aspects of enterprise transformation. And as I was saying, to support our FSI customers who are on this path of transformation, we run a number of mechanisms that help our customers during the transformation journey, such as culture of innovation session, hackathons, working backwards workshops, training and certification and skill building sessions, and regular architecture reviews targeted at cost optimization, security, and operational efficiency on a continuous basis. To summarize, financial services companies in India are on the path of transformation and innovation aided by technology. Hopefully, the third wave of the pandemic would be the last, but there would be new challenges to face and new obstacles to overcome. We at AWS expect to see the pace of innovation accelerating, and we remain dedicated to support our customers in this never normal. Thank you for patient listening and wish you all a good day ahead.
That was Nehal Mehta, Head Business Development, Financial Services Sector, India and South Asia at Amazon Internet Services, with his thoughts on transformation and innovation in financial services. Thank you, Nehal, for sharing some key insights, and I'm sure you've left the audience with some great takeaways. Do stay tuned in, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back on the other side with our first panel discussion of the day.